got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Herbert to throw right away. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hey, Ram.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. And they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 6. Complete to
Here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now Herbert going to change the look.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Again, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Lad McConkey, an 11-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0.
Our home team, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Richardson looking to throw this. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And his throw here is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. He'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
60 biceps, 60 biceps.
They'll try and run for it. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Shrugs him off. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Dylan Sampson from 17 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I looked at the repeat that Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Herbert. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Now Richardson back to throw it. That's to his tight end, Tommy Warren.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 32 on the play.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Warren, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
Our home team 14. Visitors 7. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Way forward.
And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. And we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Herbert now. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 30 yards there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
And nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
75 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And they'll get this down to the 10.
How about the way they're moving the ball? Down the field, they had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a handoff running through the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Dragon 6, here we go, here we go.
Richardson now on third and goal. They'll try and do this, and
he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Anthony Richardson,
a 9-yard touchdown run. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Visitors 14.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. They'll be gain of just a yard. second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And Atani his second sack of the night. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Herbert. He's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 79 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Dicker. We got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us.
Yeah,
I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown! Marvin Harrison Jr., 65 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Visitors 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of
23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. Results in a first down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Pass held in by Johnston. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
14 more yards. That's another first down.
On first down, it's Hampton. And they've got it in the red zone now, down around the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 15
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Now it's Richardson.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Deion Henry.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side. It deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And he gets this up across the 35 before it's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Richardson off the play fake.
And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
Looking for Campbell downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, we're eager to seize it.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
19, Tiger, 19.
That's quickly out to Harrison.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Go! 70 Lions. Warriors 70.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Good play and a well-timed run from Richardson to pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Come on.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Harrison. No gain on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Ready.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Richardson working from the gun.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Josh Downs
From 17 yards out. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Visitors 28. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching their point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
At the 35-yard line.
Well, he caught. It's St. Brown.
And he has a big gain inside the 30 before being dropped.
A gain of 26 yards. That's good for a first down.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Finds Johnston.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
He's got another one to Johnston. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Herbert throwing again.
He gives it to Johnston.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
17 yards. That's another first down.
Herbert going to change the play here.
At the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Line. Hey, go line. Go.
Here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Oronde Gadsden.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up. That's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen up, taking it right down Broadway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
Richardson looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. That's caught right side. It's Warren. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before they take it down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bronco 80.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Come on, come on. 7 Pirates. Huh. Go.
Now Richardson back to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. First down and 10 yards.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
2nd and 10.
Hey, here we go. Start. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add too much, you get a little hit on the quarterback. Knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit. Hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 10-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick is...
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Herbert now. Complete to Johnston here.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
A gain of 12. And a 1st down.
Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
13 yards.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, go line.
Here's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, he's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now we've been try and dial up on third and four.
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Now Herbert, third and goal. He'll try and do this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Ready?
On first down, Sampson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 180 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's a 2nd and 7.
79. Come on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here we go. Strike. Cowboy 80.
Here's Richardson. They'll try and do this. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. There he goes, left side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
52. Our home team, 42.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
65, 65. Tag. Ready.
Richardson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
42.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
A dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming.